I know, the microphone. We've talked about them in the past. I've tried a couple. I don't know if y'all remember, like 12 or 14 or 132 videos ago, I had one, and it had an ungodly amount of reverb in it, big echo, and I don't know why. This is that same microphone, because the other microphone broke that I thought did pretty good during the Own an Engine Haul overhaul video. I don't know. I just feel like a microphone would be better, especially when I walk away from the camera like this. Anyways, pardon all this junk. I've got a tailgate, my new tailgate that I can't get on my truck because, well, it's new. And the rest of it's scrap metal. I need to go get a scrap metal trailer. I've got one. It's over at the other shop. Oh, I love my 420 John Deeres. Yeah, this one needs a little bit of carb work. Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, come on. What was it, baby? Off the road again. Let's just back her up to the road again. You rev it up, that little hunt goes away. This, by the way, is a Honda repower. You know, I like everything being original, but sometimes original is just a pain in the butt. I gotta be sure I got enough room in here. Plenty of room. Oh, I bet you never saw this one till I sat on it, did you? Oh, the sound of diesels. Maybe I pushed the button on the microphone. Oh, hello. I said, oh. He said, here's some keys, but they don't fit it. There's a key broken off in the ignition. It's great. He said, just use these keys that don't work. He said, well, make them work. Cool. I said, I can do it. Why is my phone going ding-a-linging? Anyways, here we go. Oh, widescreen. I just don't know what happened to this. Did it go on a scrap truck? Did it not? I mean, I know you're not supposed to push the PTO lever to get it to start and stop, but it does. Previous owner maybe has something wired wrong. I don't know. Mr. John Deere, I love you. My dream tractor. I'm fortunate enough to have 2 of them. Mr. Onan, you let me down. That's okay. If your previous owner had not let you run, low on oil, it would have been A-okay. These are about to become one. Beautiful. More beautiful. Okay, that's okay. I am pretty sure this fuel filter was connected before I got this loaded on the truck. Anyways, the plan to put this 3-cylinder Kubota in this John Deere. Excuse me, guys. I've got a lot of coughage going on. Let's set you up over here. If I can get this camera mount. Oh, Lord, I am sucking at photography. I was going to say, if I can get this camera mount to hold you here. Close enough. Come on, wide angle. Work with me. Now, see, some of the purists want everything to be pure. Not so much for me. An example of the 420, what do I need this tractor for? I need this tractor to pull ground engaging equipment. 99% of which will be off the 3-point hitch. I don't need front hydraulics. I don't need the front PTO. I don't need any of that stuff. I need a good 3-point hitch and hydraulics in the back. Now, I will actually reconfigure the hydraulics on this to put me hydraulics in the back and to switch them around, I guess. Because with the 3-point hitch, what I will do, I will actually change it so it works off of the float lever on the, up and down pressure works off the float lever. I don't want it to float by itself. I don't want to have to put pins in to keep it from floating. I want it to all be done with the lever. The other lever will be a second set of hydraulics and a third set of hydraulics in the back. 2 sets probably mounted on the fender, the one for the lift. I will do a modified 3-point hitch on here. It'll be Cat 1, but the measurements will be off from the factory, and I'll change like the rocker arm and stuff on it because I want more height. I want, 18 inches of height, 2 foot of height maybe on it. I'll do the full range of motion on those arms. Anyways, some quick measurements. We'll say from firewall to front of grill is 20 inches. Front of engine to back of radiator, is 20 inches. That's good to know. You know, you can get turbos for these as well. Something to think about for the future. Not today, though. Not today. And I'm assuming it sucks air through the radiator. If I trim the panels, maybe keep it a rear radiator. I don't know. It just seems odd to me. $16 inches. Oh, ridiculous amounts of width room. I do. If I remove the air cleaner, I can tuck this bad boy. I don't know. I'll worry about that once I get everything pulled apart. Anyways, the only thing I really plan on doing with the Kubota right now is I'll change the alternator. This has some sort of alternator on it, but it's like an electromagnet type deal. I actually will put a small alternator on there, 40 amp, I think is what they are. It's the smallest one I could find, physically speaking, size-wise. And that's what I'll put on there. It's a single wire, internal regulated, and that's what I will use. I want to have the 40 amps because I do plan on doing some electrical stuff with this, and I want to have the amps. You know, I think, what did I say? What did I read? The Onan is good for 20 amps because the daggone PTO clutch pulls so much. I could be mistaken, but I could have sworn that's what it was. But anyways, I want to have some amperage for some lights and some other electronic gadgets. I will put on this at some point in time. Like I say, I don't know anything about the Kubotas, but in case I forget, I will say this has 1,319 hours on it. My 420 has 1,017. So the hours are, you know, what's 100 hours? 2 full weeks of mowing, but they're close in time. I went ahead and jumped the gun, ordered some parts. I have got key switches ordered. I've got gauges ordered. I don't want dummy lights. I want actual gauges. And a couple other little odds and ends. It's got a brand new battery. The battery in the John Deere is from 2019. It's a car battery in the Kubota, which is probably what I'll use. I'll have to check cranking amps on that because physical size doesn't necessarily matter. Like I said, I got lots of plans. I'll be posting this on a couple of the online forums for anybody that wants to see pictures. And usually when I would start a project like this, I'd turn and burn on it and get her knocked out quick. And I suspect it'll be the same with this. Probably have this driving. Today's Tuesday. Probably have this driving this weekend. I know I've got date night with the wife on Saturday, and I think that's all I've got planned. So other than that, I'm pretty free. I'll have to figure out a couple of the linkages on the fuel pump for the Kubota. I did some looking at wiring schematics, and I thought this had a solenoid, but this 100% appears to be manual. It's got 2 rockers on top. I would assume one's the throttle and the other is, you know, the on and off. Ooh, I need to order a stop cable, like a John Deere stop cable. We'll do it like our big tractor, see if I can get it in orange. I think that would be kind of cool. Another thing, I was wondering where I was going to put the gauges because this dash has the light bar on it. I'll have to think about that too, where to put a gauge pod if I choose not to mess with that. A lot of thinking, but I'm really excited. Oh, it is a 14 horsepower. That seems underpowered to me, but I talked to a guy that knows a whole lot about these and the hydros. He works on them. Actually, I got the other mower from him, and he has a bunch. And then I just researched online and then talked to a guy that knows way more about hydraulics than I do, about RPMs, pressures, and pumps. This 14 horsepower diesel will be plenty enough to pull the hydro for all I need it to. No issues. They want the higher RPM, which this is a 3200 as opposed to the 3600 RPM. The higher RPM and horsepower to transfer that to the big decks to get your tip speed. That's what that's called. Up to par. Which I went down a rabbit hole of that as well. A lot of information on tip speed. Sammy, what are you doing, buddy? Anywhooty, I just wanted to do a quick introduction of my soon-to-be diesel John Deere 420. By the way, I'll be calling it a 420M for modified. Because like I say, I will have a custom 3-point hitch to my specs, custom hydraulics, custom engine, and so forth and such not. I've actually already got plans. What is up with this hood? For a lot of the extra parts of this tractor. Oh yeah, there we go. I've got to get my scrap scrap trailer over for my brother's because he was sad when he saw me parking it there and didn't want it to sit forever. Nice. All right, well, you guys be good and be safe, and give me a subscribe, a like, a share would be great. Let's get some views up on this, get some subscribers up, and let's build us a diesel 420.